Hello, Uncle Ted, your ice cream alchemist here with ice cream every day, and today we're going to make lemon curd. Now, the reason I'm making this video separate is because I'm using lemon curd in several ice cream videos. Also, I'm going to be doing the same procedure with limes to make a lime curd, so I figured I might as well just do a separate video and let you all know how easy it is to make lemon curd at home. First, we're going to start off by grating some lemons. What we need to do is get the zest off, and just the zest. That is going to be the yellow part. We want absolutely zero of the white part. That's the pith. It's bitter. It tastes like crap. You don't want it. So what I'm going to be using is the most shallow grater I own. Some people use a microplane. I don't own one of those. I just have this grater that I somehow inherited from somebody. It's no good for anything except for zesting citrus fruit, so that's what I'm doing here. It takes a while, but it's worth it because this way I can be able to get the zest and just the zest. So let's go over the ingredients real quick. You got 4 good-sized lemons. I've already zested these. I'm going to use the juice from them as well as along with the zest. I've got 1 stick of room temperature butter, cup of sugar, and then I've got 5 eggs. 2 whole, 3 of them just the yolks. So as you can see, it's real simple ingredients, nothing fancy. And so to mix, I start off with creaming the butter and the sugar together. I cream it until it gets past the granular stage and starts to become a little softer. Once that's done, I go ahead and I add my eggs. I just put them in whole and I mix those up real well. Once those are mixed up, that's when I'll add the zest, and I'll put the zest in there. Next, what we need to do is we need to get the juice from the lemons. If you've never juiced a lemon before, it's real simple. You roll them around a little bit to loosen up the juices, cut them in half, and then you go ahead and poke those sections that it has, the segments, with a fork, and then you put it over a strainer and you just squeeze them until you get them out. You want the strainer in case it pops any seeds out. You don't want the seeds in with your curd. And that's it. It's real simple. It doesn't take a lot of effort, but you want to make sure that you keep going until you get all the juice out of those lemons. Maybe one day I'll get one of those fancy juicer gadgets that you see on the cooking shows, but for now I'll do it the old-fashioned way. I also make sure to get the pith out of the strainer because that just adds flavor and texture to it. And then once I got my juice, I go ahead and I put that in with the curd and I blend it up real well. Give it one good final blending before I put it in a pan to cook it up. You know, when I told my mom I was making lemon curd, she asked me how and if I had a double boiler or a bain-marie. I don't have any of that stuff. I really just put it straight into a pan. I put it into a cold pan and I start off with really low heat. And once the heat is on at low, I leave it there for just a few minutes to let it slowly come up to temperature. Keep in mind that it's going to look really granular, it's going to look broken because it's simply cold. Don't worry about it if it looks broken and it looks like maybe you got cottage cheese in there or something like that. All that is the butter is cold on a little bit and it's kind of holding in there. So once you start to heat it up, it'll thin out and it'll become a lot smoother. It's really a matter of just slowly heating it up. We're going to cook the eggs. That's really what curd is, just cooked eggs. But we're going to slowly bring it up to temperature. Once it starts to get past that broken section part of it, that's when I'll turn it up to medium and I'll just keep stirring. And really that's all there is to it, is just keep stirring and paying attention to it. It'll start to look worse before it actually looks better, but just keep in mind that all you need to do is keep applying the heat, keep stirring. Eventually, before you know it, it'll smooth out. And once it smooths out, just keep on stirring. Eventually those eggs will start to cook, and eventually it'll start to thicken up, and you'll have a nice, smooth texture. It's done when you can coat the back of a spoon or a spatula. I made a mistake in the shot on this, but you know, if you can draw your finger through it and it doesn't start to run and cover up where you drew through, then you're done. Take it out, put it in a bowl, and then I put plastic on top so it doesn't form a skin as it cools. Give it a few hours in the fridge to cool, and you've got a lemon curd you can use for pies, dip your cookies in, use it for ice cream, really anything you want. It's really simple and easy to do. Thank you for watching. I hope you try and make this yourself. It's really simple to do. And you know what? If you're not eating ice cream for breakfast, what's the point of being an adult? Thanks again. Remember to click subscribe, and you have a great day.